2 years ago, my life completely changed. Since then, I've watched you learn to crawl, sit up on your own, stand with support, learning to walk, and conquering stairs. And apparently society decided that's where the fun ends. The second kids start climbing things, we tell them to stop. So instead of fighting it, I decided to build them a place where they could climb safely. And honestly, this basement was kind of the perfect place for it. We moved in last year, and we didn't want this to become just another couch and TV basement. We wanted a space where the kids could play, the adults could work out, and everyone could actually move, especially when it's minus 40 degrees outside. So here's the plan. We want to turn this corner of the basement into a climbing wall, starting with one section today and expanding in the future. First step was marking out everything on the plywood. Nothing fancy here, just measuring twice so I don't regret it later. We are going with a modular style climbing wall, something like you might find at the gym. We wanted to make sure there was room to grow and evolve as they got older, versus just screwing some holes on the plywood today. Based on my research, there's lots of different layouts you can use for this. We decided to go with a 6-inch spacing, which is considered tight, but because it's for kids, I figured it's best to make the spacing a little tighter and give us more flexibility where the holes land. Then came the slow part, drilling every single hole. All 128 of them. If I did this again, I'd go slower here. Less blowout, cleaner edges. I did drill from the front side, so most of the blowout is in the back, but still, slower would have been better. Here I am just taking a little palm sander to some of the blowouts, just to make it a little smoother and easier to handle. After that, I installed T-nuts on the back. T-nuts are basically threaded metal inserts that let you bolt the climbing holds on from the front. This allows me to easily move holds as they grow. As you can see, I'm hammering in each of the T-nuts from the back. The T-nuts will snug up tight when you insert a hold from the front, but I want to make sure that they were decent enough to transport it. Last thing I want is a loose T-nut behind the wall. Once the panel was ready, it was time to bring it downstairs. My dad actually came to help me mount everything, which made this part way easier than doing it alone. As you can see here, we're mounting everything to the basement wall. We added 2x4 furring strips first. This does two things. It gives the whole structure extra support and also creates a small gap behind the wall so the bolts from the climbing holds don't punch into the drywall. Each furring strip is positioned carefully so it lands between the rows of the holes in the plywood. That way nothing interferes with the T-nuts on the backside. Here we are lining the board up on the wall. We were having a bit of trouble positioning it, so we actually screwed 2 climbing holds temporarily. It gave us something solid to grip while we move and fine-tune the placement of the plywood. We're driving a bunch of screws into the plywood, hitting the furring strips behind it to lock everything in place. Once that was solid, it was finally time to add the climbing holds. We threw a couple up just to see how it was going to look in the space. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out, but it's not for me, so let's see what she thinks. Climb! Go! I think it's safe to say she's pretty happy with it.